get the show on the road. Makes you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is Bob still in the room, by the way, Kristen?
He's muted. There he is.
I'm here, Chris.
Okay, good. All right, here we go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Winnetka Village Council regular virtual meeting for May 4th, 2021. I'd like to call the meeting to order and ask that everybody either mute or turn off your cell phones and other electronic devices. And I'm going to ask Rob to do a roll call for attendance.
Thank you. Trustee Archie,
Here.
Trustee Kripe,
Here.
Trustee Swerk,
Here.
Trustee Dearborn,
Here.
Trustee Apatoff,
Here.
Trustee Lanfair,
Here.
President Rintz.
Here. Okay, item number 2 is the Pledge of Allegiance, and I've asked Trustee Archie to lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
United States of America.
and to the
And to the
republic
republic
To the republic.
which stands
for which it stands,
one nation,
one nation,
under God,
Under God,
indivisible,
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 liberty
with
and
liberty
with
and
liberty and
justice
justice
for all.
for all.
for all.
Thanks, Jack. All right, item number 3 is the quorum. Rob, you want to do a quorum check for the upcoming meetings?
Certainly, next week, May 11th, study session.
Rob, I'm out for that.
Okay. Thank you, Bob. Then the May 18th regular meeting. And then June 1st regular meeting. Okay, thank you.
Sounds good. All right, well, item number 4 is public comment. This is the time of the evening where people attending the meeting, if they wish to, can address the council on items that are not on the agenda. And in this case, we will allow people to speak on items of the agenda as well. So Kristen, you want to go ahead and poll the audience?
Yes, President Rintz, there were no public comments submitted in advance of the meeting. And at this time, I will ask members of the audience if they would like to speak to please raise their hand using the Zoom platform. We do have one member of the audience wishing to speak. Teresa, I'm going to allow you to talk and ask you to unmute, please.
Thank you. Teresa Lucas, Good Grapes, 821 Chestnut Court. I just have a question just because a lot of retailers, East and West Elm, are being asked. Other than Hoffman is out of One Winnetka, is there any other update on that, on One Winnetka?
Nothing new at this point, Teresa.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Any others, Kristen?
Are there any other members of the audience who would like to speak at this time? Please raise your hand using the Zoom platform. I see no additional hands raised, President Rintz.
Excellent. We'll move forward then with reports. Trustees, does any trustee have a report for this evening?
Not here.
Not seeing any volunteers. Then we'll move for village attorney,
No report tonight.
village manager,
No report this evening.
and village president. I do not have a report for this evening. Okay, moving on to item number 6, approval of the agenda. Does any trustee wish to move and remove an item on the consent agenda for a separate vote? Seeing none, may I have a motion to approve the final form of the agenda?
So moved.
second.
All right, roll call vote.
Trustee Archie,
Here. Yes.
Trustee Apatoff,
Yes.
Trustee Swerk,
Yes.
Trustee Kripe,
Yes.
Trustee Lanfair,
Yes.
Trustee Dearborn.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. All right, item number 7 is the consent agenda. I'll ask the village clerk to read the items on the consent agenda.
Thank you. Approval of the warrant list dated April 16th through the 29th, 2021, in the amount of $1,256,802.34. Resolution 52, 2021, approval of MFT contracts for Birch Street. Ordinance number MC3, 2021, sign code amendment, illuminated signs for adoption.
Great. Okay, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda by omnibus vote?
So moved?
Second.
Roll call vote.
Trustee Lampier,
Yes.
trustee Kripe,
Yes.
trustee Swerk,
Yes.
trustee Caladarchi,
yes,
trustee Dearborn,
yes,
trustee Apatoff.
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you. All right, item number 8, ordinances and resolutions. There are none. Old business, there is none. I'm a little confused about the next. Rob, can you help? Well, it's because we have 2 meetings in a row, so.
So there's an adjournment. And I believe that doesn't, you need an emotion for an adjournment for sine die. And it's a temporary adjournment. And then I'll read their election results, do the oath of office, and then we'll reconvene.
Yeah, I think actually, Rob, there should be a motion to adjourn sine die.
Yeah, I said a motion to adjourn.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then I'll ask for that. Item 10 is adjournment sine die. May I have a motion to adjourn sine die?
so moved,
Second.
Trustee Caladarchi,
yes.
trustee Apatoff,
Yes.
trustee Dearborn,
yes,
trustee Lampier,
Yes.
trustee Swerk,
Yes.
trustee Kripe.
Yes.
That motion carries. You know, I was an altar boy. I can pronounce Latin stuff pretty easy here, so.
Just making sure, just making sure.
I thought we were just using Latin because it's my last meeting and I'm a lawyer and, let's use Latin for him.
And there's that too, Jack, so. Okay, I'm supposed to announce that the old council has adjourned and the village manager will now report the election results and then will administer the oath of office for the members of the council beginning new terms and for our new member of the council. Village clerk's report, you can
Certainly.
take it away, Rob.
Okay, thank you. For the office of village president, total ballots cast 1,116, total votes 952. Christopher Rentz for village president. For village trustee, total ballots cast 1,116. Trustee Andrew Kripe, 878 votes. Trustee Robert Dearborn, 875 votes. Trustee Kim Mancini, 867 votes. And the election had been certified.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, now I am to call the new council to order, and I will ask
Actually,
Rob.
Wait.
Okay, that's fine. I need to administer the oath, so you can either do that,
Oh,
need to administer
say
the oath first, I think.
okay,
Okay,
you can do that.
with trustee Kripe. Raise your right hand. I, Andrew Kripe,
I, Andrew Kripe,
having been elected to the office of village trustee
having been elected to the office of village trustee
in the village of Winnetka,
in the village of Winnetka,
in the county of Cook,
in the county of Cook,
in the state of Illinois,
in the state of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of village trustee
of the office of village trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank
Nice handshake.
Okay, trustee Dearborn, I know you'll raise your right hand.
it's raised.
There in the tele-
Sorry.
It's always raised.
Okay,
Your other hand, Bob.
Okay.
The other hand.
okay. I, Robert Dearborn,
I, Robert Dearborn,
having been elected to the office of village trustee
having been elected to the office of village trustee
in the village of Winnetka,
in the village of Winnetka,
in the county of Cook,
in the county of Cook,
in the state of Illinois,
in the state of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of village trustee
of the office of village trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congrats, Bob.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
Okay. Kim, hello. Nice to see you.
Hi.
Okay, please raise your right hand. I, Kim Mancini,
I, Kim Mancini,
having been elected to the office of village trustee
having been elected to the office of village trustee
in the village of Winnetka,
in the village of Winnetka,
in the county of Cook,
in the county of Cook,
in the state of Illinois,
the state of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of village trustee
of the office of village trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Kim.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
We'll get your signatures at some point in the future. So, thank you. Okay, Chris, all yours. Oh, you're next. I forgot. Oh, yeah, we need to swear you in.
That's okay. I'm more than happy to go away now. See you later, folks. It's been great. It's been great. I really enjoyed all the time that I've spent doing this, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye. Going fishing.
Okay, raise your right hand, please. I, Christopher Rintz,
I, Christopher Rentz,
having been elected to the office of village president
having been elected to the office of village president
in the village of Winnetka,
in the village of Winnetka,
in the county of Cook,
in the county of Cook,
in the state of Illinois,
in the state of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of village president
of the office of village president
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you. All right.
Now it's all yours again. Sorry about
Thought I was off the hook. Okay.
Just keeping you on your toes.
All right, now I will call the new council to order and ask Rob to take another roll call.
Certainly. Trustee Lanfair,
Yes.
Trustee Apatow,
Here.
Trustee Dearborn,
Here.
Trustee Swerk,
Here.
Trustee Kripe,
Here.
Trustee Mancini,
Here.
President Rentz.
Present. All right, moving forward, we will now move on to ordinances and resolutions. Our first resolution is resolution number R50-2021, appointing swank representatives, and this is for adoption. Every other year, the village must affirm its representatives of the Solid Waste Agency of Northern Cook County. Rob will review this item, I guess.
Yes, this is where the village is a member of the Solid Waste Agency of Northern Cook County. The governing board has the village president as the main delegate. I'm the alternative. And we're also asking Public Works Director Giovanni McLean to be a non-voting member who can participate when we're not available. And this is part of our bylaw agreement with Swank.
All right, awesome. Does anybody have questions for Rob on this appointment? Seeing none, I'll move forward and ask for a motion to adopt resolution number R 50/2021.
So moved.
Second. Roll call vote?
Trustee Kripe,
Yes.
trustee Apatow,
Yes.
trustee Dearborn,
yes,
trustee Swerk,
Yes.
trustee Mancini,
Yes.
trustee Lampier.
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you. Moving along, resolution number R 51/2021, trustee Coladarchi commendation. All right, I have the commendation and resolution in front of me here, and I'll go ahead and read it. Resolution number R 51/2021, Village Council of Winnetka, Illinois, May 4th, 2021. Whereas Jack Coladarchi faithfully served the village of Winnetka as a village trustee from 2019 to 2021. And whereas during his tenure on the village council, Mr. Coladarchi served as council's representative to the Landmark Preservation Commission and the Environmental and Forestry Commission. And whereas he helped to further the village's goals of preserving historically and architecturally significant homes by approving a density bonus incentive for renovating such properties and by authorizing a deterrent to demolitions in the form of a longer demolition delay period. And whereas Mr. Coladarchi improved the safety and welfare of the residents and businesses in Winnetka by adopting updated building and fire safety codes, and he enhanced the security of the village's information technology systems by approving technology upgrades and new software. And whereas Mr. Coladarchi facilitated the village's goal of flood risk reduction by approving intergovernmental agreements with New Trier High School, District 36, and the Winnetka Park District that will substantially increase stormwater detention on land owned by these agencies and help to significantly reduce flooding in western Winnetka. And he approved design engineering projects for 3 major stormwater projects. And whereas he helped to promote the interests of businesses in the community at large by approving streetscape enhancements and infrastructure upgrades in Winnetka's Elm Street business districts that have improved safety and added vibrancy in the commercial districts. And whereas during the COVID-19 global pandemic, Mr. Coladarchi ensured that the village's finances remained strong by deferring some of the planned projects and conserving staffing levels. He helped local businesses cope with the economic impact of the pandemic by approving measures such as expanded outdoor seating and liquor service for restaurants, along with a grant to help keep their doors open during the cold winter months, and a sales tax rebate program for Winnetka businesses. And he assisted schools with social distancing by temporarily amending the village's outdoor tent regulations. And whereas Mr. Coladarchi supported the council during the annual budget process, diligently reviewed the council warrant list, and approved the refunding of the Series 2013 general obligation bonds, which significantly lowered the village's interest payments. And whereas by listening attentively to public input and thoroughly considering the reports and studies prepared by advisory committees, consultants, and village staff, his commitment to transparent public process and his prudent deliberation of all matters of public policy brought before the village council, Mr. Coladarchi enhanced the deliberations of the governing body. Now therefore be it resolved that the village council, on behalf of the village of Winnetka and village staff, commends Jack Coladarchi for his unselfish dedication and donation of time, effort, and expertise to serving our community, and extends to him a sincere appreciation for his contributions to this village. And be it further resolved that Jack Coladarchi transmits this village greater and more beautiful than it was transmitted to him. Great job, Jack.
clapping here.
Well done, Jack.
I would first like to say that this resolution makes me sound a lot smarter than I am. And I appreciate that because I'm going to be cutting and pasting this into my resume or a statement of accomplishments. Look at everything I did for the village, you know? So working as a trustee, it's been a wonderful job. Having grown up here, I love this place and I love doing everything I can to try to make it a better place to live. And it's been fascinating, fascinating to learn the process and fascinating to watch this happen. My area of the world as a lawyer and what I do doesn't put me in this stuff that often. It puts me in a more adversarial, grumpy kind of thing. So it's not so often that I get to watch or get to take part in such an intelligent, well thought out and good process. Working with village staff has been great. I mean, unbelievable to see people work so well at their jobs and do such a good job. And I think that Winnetka is blessed by having staff that is so outstanding and so good. They make everything look easy. I keep looking, going, yeah, I could do that. When I'm really feeling stupid and over confident, but then you realize just how hard it is. That everything they do and they do so well, it's just wonderful. When I was chairman of the caucus, the idea that we had was to find people, really good people to be trustees and on commissions and not commissions, but trustees and boards, to find the smartest people you can and talk them into getting on the different commissions and boards, and not me withstanding, because that's just, they screw up every once in a while. But
Okay.
the people who are here, I mean, look at this. This is a great it's a great group of people to have running the village and figuring out policy and looking out for the best interest of the village. It really is, it's outstanding. I really, really enjoyed it. And I've enjoyed the Environmental and Forestry Commission. It's an interesting board to be on, and I've really enjoyed Landmark Preservation Commission too. That's been it's been really, really a fun board to be on and a very worthwhile, commission to be on, and a worthwhile commission to be on. So again, I've had an excellent experience as a trustee, and I think Kim is really going to enjoy it. It's fascinating work to do, and you really do get that sense of helping your community and doing something to help them live in the place that they want to live in, the kind of place that they want to live in. So, I mean, and as you can tell, long-winded that I am, I like to fill up every spare minute given to me with words. So, I mean, thank you for the opportunity to serve, and thank you for the opportunity to give back to the community. I find it the most enjoyable part of my life. Unfortunately, my plan to seize the reins of power from Chris and run a dictatorship as a village has been defeated, and that's, I'm going to have to reset and figure out how I'm going to do that now, because it's just not the way I had it planned. But I look forward to continuing on the Landmark Preservation Commission, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
Go for it.
Can I say a few words?
Of course you can.
Well, Jack, you've been really, really terrific. First of all, you're a great person, and you add good dimension to things. You keep it light at times. You can be grumpy at times. I like it all. And you've really been additive to this group. And I'd also like to emphasize that Jackie's kind of mentioned, caucus and so on. Jack served this village now for probably, Jack, over 20 years or so, including many years on Planning Commission. And I mean, this is a person who has really given his time, his energy, his brain power to this, little community that we have. And I just want to say that, as a colleague of yours on the council, I've really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to miss you. I know others will as well. I know the community will miss you. I'm really heartened that you're going to continue on in some capacity because you have a lot to offer. And, for that, we're very grateful. And I just wish you well. And I'm looking forward to seeing you around town, whether it's in official village business or non-official.
Thank you, Bob.
Well, I'm going to jump in. Jack, it is to piggyback on what Bob said. Your service has been long, and as a lifelong resident of the village, your perspective is particularly appreciated. You have done a great job of representing the residents, the village, and in terms of asking questions, in terms of being willing to continue pushing on issues that need to be pushed on. And, I find myself like, once burned, twice learned. I think I'm not going to touch that one for a while. And, you jumped in with both feet and made a huge difference, which has, I really appreciate, pushing on those things that need to be done. And asking the tough questions. I also it's been fun serving with you. It's been great getting to know you and your family. And I'm glad you're sticking around. I think the Landmarks Preservation is really lucky to have you continuing on. And hopefully you'll be making a contribution through the 2040 process now. Is that where we are in terms of for the next village plan? So don't be shy, don't be quiet. Keep voicing what you have to say, because the village is a much better place for it. So thanks a ton. Wish we were there to have cake and celebrate, but anyway, here we are, virtual.
Thank you, Penny.
And Jack, I remember 13 years ago when you were chair of the caucus, and I was a new member on the caucus. You made that time a hell of a lot of fun, and you've made the last couple of years a lot of fun. You bring joy to the work. You make it possible for us to remember that we're working with our neighbors, and the list of accomplishments. I mean, the one thing that lists things that you were involved in, but there are things like the landmark preservation change that we made that wouldn't have happened without you. I mean, it just wouldn't have happened. I served on the Landmark Preservation Committee. I attended those meetings. I felt like it was like going to a wake. It was sad and depressing. I didn't do anything to make that situation better. You came in and you did. And I think that's I'm hoping it's gonna yield benefits for us for years to come. Maybe help preserve some of the old houses in our town that we all love so much. So thank you for that. Thank you for, helping me to stay on this path too, to stay interested in village work. Honestly, you were a big factor in my sticking with it with the caucus and continuing through now. Even if you didn't notice me as one of the 60 people in that crowd back then. So thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Andy.
I'll just say a quick, Jack, we haven't known each other very long, but I have really enjoyed you in the meetings and being a voice of reason and a voice of dissent when you needed to be, and most importantly, a voice of compromise when we needed to find common ground. And I think it's been great. I won't rehash the landmark preservation stuff, but obviously we really look forward to working with you in that continued role of yours. I can now, when I see you, have a coffee with you without worrying that another trustee is going to come up and we can't have 3 people in the meeting. So now I can at least have a cup of coffee without fear. So I look forward to seeing you in town and staying in touch.
Hey, Jack, thanks for all your work with the village past and the 2 years with you and I on the board. We don't always agree, but that's part of how it all works out. And I look forward to your continuing to work on the Landmark Commission and see you around town. Thanks.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, Jack, I'll tell you, I'm so pleased you're staying on the landmarks, because I've come to really appreciate your dry and cynical sense of humor, and I'm just so pleased that I'll be able to continue to indulge in that as we work through this thing. There's a lot of work, and it's such an important committee, and it's amazing to think the footsteps you're following in on that particular committee. they're little shoes and big shoes to fill at the same time. So, certainly, I think you're going to help really change the complexion of how that group works. And I really believe that with your passion for the issues surrounding preservation, that the village is just going to be really well served by that. I will also say that there were times at meetings where you would bring up stuff that I would have never thought of on my own. And that's usually a good thing because, sometimes I'd scratch my head and think, what the hell's Cole and Archie talking about now? But at the same time, you force me to think about things and look at things through a different lens. And I think that's the way a good group works, is when people bring different perspectives and we're all understanding enough to listen to people's different ideas and try to see where that might integrate or intersect with what we're thinking. But the fact that you were willing to step up and sometimes be the single voice on certain issues will always impress me. It's not easy. I've been out there myself on multiple occasions, and you always conducted yourself with nothing but class and dignity. So we will definitely miss you, Jack.
Thank you, Chris. I've tried not to be too annoying.
I would never call it annoying, Jack. Unless we get past 9:30, then everything's annoying. So, I see Village Manager Bayhan waving his hand there.
Sure. Just wanted to take a couple seconds here, Jack, to, on behalf of staff, thank you for your service to the village. I've enjoyed working with you. Also enjoyed working with you when you're on Plan Commission and getting to know you in the scouting community, which I know you devoted a lot of years to your time to the youth of the community. So thank you. I know you'll be on the Landmark Commission, so you know my phone number if you ever need any help.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to get a recording of this and then play it back for my mom and say, look, Ma, I told you,
yeah,
I was doing something good.
It'll be out there, right, Kristen? It'll be out there for you can show.
And replay it for my kids too. Look, I'm not a complete idiot. They had to say nice things about him and I got him to say nice things. Look, guys.
We were not paid for this endorsement of Jack.
That's right. Thank you, Andy, for adding that in, just so I can get around that with them.
Yes, because they would ask.
Knowing mine, they would. They demand written proof. Well, thank you. I mean, you guys are great. Thank you so much. Really.
Thanks, Jack.
Where do I go from here, Rob?
Sure. We need to have a motion to adopt the resolution for Trustee Collar.
So moved.
Oh, okay.
I move to adopt the resolution.
I think you have to add in the lifelong pension. That was.
Yeah,
It's 150, it's 150% of your salary.
Yeah, right, exactly. Oh, that's where all the village cash is going.
Okay, I had a motion. Did I hit a second too?
Second here.
Okay. Roll call vote.
Trustee Lampier,
Yes.
Trustee Dearborn,
Yes.
Trustee Apatow,
Yes.
Trustee Swerk,
Yes.
Trustee Kripe,
Yes.
Trustee Mancini.
Yes.
All right, that motion carries. Thanks again.
Thanks, Jack.
Quickly on public. Thanks, Jack. On public comment, Kristen, was there any public comment registered for this meeting?
President Rentz, there was no public comment for this meeting. Would you like me now to recognize the members of the audience in attendance?
Sure.
If anyone in the audience would like to comment at this time, please use the Zoom platform and raise your hand. Terry Dason has raised her hand. Terry, I'm allowing you to talk and asking you to unmute.
I just want to thank you, Jack, for all you've done for the village of Winnetka. You have been a pleasure to work with. I've enjoyed my conversations with you. I've always enjoyed your perspective on all the content that's gone on it during village meetings, and you have been respectful and generous with your time. and so appreciate everything you have done. Thank you very much. And I know I'll be seeing you around town.
We're about to start up with the, with farmers market, so you'll see me for sure.
Good.
Thanks. Thank you, Terry.
I see no additional hands raised, President Rents.
Okay. All right, so we'll move on to item number 4, new business. There is none. Item number 5, appointments, none. Lots coming in the weeks to come, though, guys. Closed session, thank goodness there is none. And item 7 is adjournment. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So
So moved.
Second.
All right, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Apitoff,
Yes.
trustee Kripe,
Yes.
trustee Dearborn,
Yes.
trustee Swerk,
Yes.
trustee Mancini,
Yes.
trustee Lampier.
Yes.
And motion carries. Thanks, everybody. Really kind of frosted that we don't even get any